Junior defender, number 3, Callie Fuhr. Sophomore midfielder, number 5, Gabby Guerrero. Senior midfielder, number 9, Elise Putnam. Junior forward, number 12, Afton Roscoe. Senior forward, number 19, Reese McDermott. Graduate defender, number 20, Ava Harmon. Junior midfielder, number 22, Caitlin Manalili. Senior defender, number 24, Lauren Klingman. Junior defender, number 27, Jolie Jurchak. And senior midfielder, number 33, Laura Butler. The assistant coaches for Colorado School of Mines are Shannon DeVue, Brett McGee, and Emily Townsend. And the head coach of the Ore Diggers is Kevin Fitz. And now for our designated home team, the West Region champion Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. Playing with the reserves, number 0, Kat Aguayo. Number 5, Anna Shellpepper. Number 10, Melanie Harradon. Number 11, Ryan Grace. Number 13, Alexis Macias. Number 15, Chloe Green. Number 16, Sabine Ramos. Number 19, Kiara D'Arcangelo. Number 20, Tatum Bowers. Number 21, Georgia Rake. Number 22, Lavinia Vaitulu. Number 24, Lizzie Northcott. And number 28, Michaela Marr. Now the starting lineup for the Broncos. In goal, a senior, number 0, Bella Hara. Junior forward, number 3, Angelina Rivas. Junior midfielder, number 4, Abria Smith. Senior forward, number 6, Tara Oper. Junior midfielder, number 7, Marissa Salazar. Senior defender, number 9, Bella Anderson. Junior defender, number 12, Giselle Samayoa. Senior defender, number 14, Lindsay Song. Junior forward, number 17, Vanessa Cruz. Junior defender, number 23, Liberty Ortiz. And senior midfielder, number 37, Auburn Burnett. Emily Timinovich and Andy Gutierrez. And the head coach for the Broncos is Jay Mason. At this time, we ask all those who are willing and able to rise and remove their hats for the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Kellogg Stadium here on the campus of Cal Poly Pomona. And it doesn't get much bigger than this. My name's Craig Duncan. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Kevin Walsh, and we have Division II Women's Soccer quarterfinal match. One loss between these two teams. That was by Cal Poly Pomona as they face the undefeated and top-ranked Colorado School of Mines. Before I bring you in, Kevin, I'm going to briefly go through the starting lineups for the Colorado School of Mines out of Golden, Colorado. They are the Ore Diggers. In goal is Allie Lundgren. Defender, Callie Fuhr. Midfielder, Gabby Guerrero. Midfielder, Elise Putnam. Midfielder, Afton Rasco. Forward, Reese McDermott. We'll talk a lot about her. Defender, Ava Harmon. We'll talk about her. Caitlin Monalilly at midfield. Defender/midfielder, Lauren Klingman. Midfielder, Jolie Jurchek. And midfielder, Laura Butler. For the Broncos, in goal, as always, is Bella Hara. Forward, Angelina Rivas scored the winning goal in overtime against Point Loma. Abria Smith, a midfielder. Tara Oper will be up top. Marisa Salazar, midfielder. Defender, Bella Anderson. Defender, Giselle Samayoa. Defender, Lindsay Sung. Defender, Liberty Ortiz up top. You'll have Vanessa Cruz. And holding the midfield will be Auburn Burnett. Colorado School of Mines in dark blue and glorious thick white font. Cal Poly Pomona in white with green, occasionally readable font. Let me bring in my partner, Kevin Walsh. Been looking forward to this all week, man.
This is outstanding. The opponent has already been determined. Minnesota State winning on penalty kicks earlier today will be the opponent for the winner of this game. This is all about keeping Colorado School of Mines offense in check. 61 goals on the season. We think of Cal Poly Pomona as having a pretty healthy offense, but they've scored 48. Not a whole lot of, I should say a whole lot of crooked numbers on the Colorado School of Mines schedule this year. They're scoring machines. So Bellahara and the rest of the Cal Poly Pomona defense is going to have their work cut out for them today.
And these two teams had 5 common opponents. San Francisco State, Chico State, Western Washington, Colorado State Pueblo, and Metro State each won all 5 games, as you probably would assume, since there hasn't been a bunch of blemishes on either side's ledger. The only thing maybe you could look at is the Broncos outscored those opponents 14-2, and Mines outscored theirs 9-2. So if you're looking for any kind of difference, that's one of your classic distinctions without a difference, I think, Kevin Walsh.
Does not seem to be a marked edge, and Cal Poly Pomona getting to host, a big advantage.
All right, we are about ready to go. Our man in the middle is Michael Gebrselassie. He has blown the whistle, and we are underway in the first minute here. We get our first look at Allie Lundgren, the junior, a local out of Coto de Caza, Tesoro High. Has started all but 3 games for the Ore Diggers. So we've got Billy the Bronco. We don't have a live mascot for Cal Poly Pomona, but Mines does have a live mascot. Unfortunately, they did not bring Blaster the Burro with them, which is to our eternal disappointment.
Extremely disappointing.
I guess it's kind of hard to have a Bronco as a live mascot. Anyway, this is Vanessa Cruz. Salazar and Lindsay Sung getting the start, outside defender. We'll see if Georgia Rink spells her. Battling here is Caitlin Monalilly. We saw her sister play for Western Washington here a couple weeks ago. Jolie Jurchek on the throw. Your talisman out there is number 19. That is Reese McDermott. She has 19 goals on the season. And I would imagine the Bronco defense will be watching her pretty closely, Kevin Walsh.
The returning conference player of the year. I'm sure that she's all set to be the RMAC player of the year this year as well.
Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Bella Anderson plays it up top. And that's Samayoa, the Guatemalan international. Like, as in the top team for the country of Guatemala. Bella Anderson, she and Liberty Ortiz, defense partners back there. That's nodded away by Ava Harmon, Defensive Player of the Year in the RMAC. Diggers try to go forward. That is McDermott. She's a senior out of Houston. She's chasing Auburn Burnett. And the goal kick conceded.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, pretty high energy in the stadium right now. Good crowd. Players are definitely getting after it. We'll see. I would say that the heat might be an issue with these players from Golden, Colorado. But it's 59 degrees today in Golden.
Yeah,
snow coming in Monday for our listeners out there. But nice day today.
Beautiful country in the foothills of the Rockies. I hear they have a brewery there, pretty large one.
That has been rumored.
Of course, the Coors Brewery, founded in Golden. They go up top for Cruz, giving chases Putnam. She cleans that up fairly easily, but we thought that was going to be a throw for the Broncos, but no dice. They go for McDermott. Ortiz over the back. They are going to watch her very closely. The referee, Michael Gabriselassie, says no mas. But you can imagine Ortiz and Anderson and Burnett, that kind of triangle in the middle on defense for the Broncos, are going to be watching McDermott. Bella Campos, 14 goals. She did not start, so I'm sure we will see a bunch of her today. Ball headed out of the box. Sorry, Kevin.
Great ball into the box. That was very nice. Nicely played.
Little header volleyball being played and a foul conceded. Elise Putnam, the senior out of Austin, Texas.
National roster for Colorado School of Mines. Not a surprise. An outstanding engineering school, so they're going to attract people from all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah, they don't just school you on mines at Colorado School of Mines. It's very STEM-oriented. And a giveaway here at the midfield. Here comes Mana Lily. And she's got, look like Guerrero there. And Cruz wins that one, maybe with her forearm. And Samayoa to play. Anderson, as we tick into the 5th minute. Glad you're with us. No real chances yet. Two teams really feeling themselves out, feeling maybe where the pressure points are, that kind of thing. I guess you'd say on points, perhaps, Mines a little more taking the offensive.
They've been the aggressor early, which I would say in my Teddy Atlas impersonation. But yes, they've been the aggressor early.
But I bet your Teddy Atlas would veer into Mike Francesa. Cruz is toppled and draws the foul from Afton Rasco, junior out of Boise. 5 goals on the year for Rasco. Scored 3 last year. Ortiz takes the free kick. Usually goes long with those, but plays Samayo, who does play it long. Into the box, a little bit of trouble, but cleared away. Callie Fewer there to clean it up. Lindsey Sung thought about a long-distance shot. In some trouble here. Squares it for Salazar, who squares it for an opponent. That's Afton Rasco. Burnett. Salazar, chased by Mana Lily. Falls to Cruz, fakes the shot, little back heel, takes another shot, and she'll draw the corner. So the first quote-unquote shot of the game. Not a ton of danger, but the Broncos do get the corner. Salazar to take, the junior out of Long Beach, Los Alamitos High. Low driving corner, nodded away by Fewer. Sung gives chase. McDermott there. Anderson with the big header. And now Sung. Nicely taken away. That was McDermott with coming back into her own half to help out. They go 3 up top, do the Ore Diggers, and a foul on Ortiz. And our referee, Michael Gabraselassie, calling it very tight here, Kevin Walsh.
Well, I think especially on McDermott, my expectation is that he's anticipating that the Broncos will get physical with McDermott to try and take her away.
Monolily with McDermott sitting wide open in the middle, and that one goes over the net. Boy, McDermott was standing all alone at the penalty spot, and they didn't see her. By the way, big day for Alex Klein and his staff here. They got this quarterfinal at 1 o'clock, and over in the gym about 100 yards away, they've got the women's volleyball quarterfinal against San Francisco State. Nice little through ball for Gabby Guerrero on a bit of an overlap. Crosses in. Anderson heads, not convincingly. Hera up to get it, and she is fouled by McDermott. McDermott was not convinced of that call. It actually was not McDermott.
It was Laura Butler, and I agree with Laura Butler. I don't think that necessitated a call there at all. They were both just going for the ball.
Butler, a senior out of Chicago. Been getting a lot more playing time the last 6 games. Burnett flicks on. Oper, first time we've called her name, and she'll be heavily watched by this Mines defensive contingent. I think we have yet another foul.
You're not kidding, Craig Duncan. He's calling it awfully tight here in the early going.
This looks
He's
like
trying to set the tone.
1978 Pac 8 game. You and I and 3 other people, maybe. Maybe. A lot of Richie Ballesteros fans out there. Burnett trying to go over the back. And the shot taken over the bar as that fell to Afton Rasko.
Rasko might have been a little exuberant on that attempt. Really didn't have an opportunity to get too much on that shot, and from quite a distance. I don't think you're going to get that past Bellahara.
Rasko feeling it a bit. She's scored in each of her last 2 games. 3 goals for her last year, 5 this year. Oper with a nice little flick on, trying to get Cruz. That's not away by Harmon. Morgan Abbott is our assistant referee on the far side. Matthew Tenyus right in front of us here. Abria Smith getting the start. She's bumped off the ball. Now Monolily, and they go long. Oh, they had McDermott on a through ball if the pass had some quality on it, but it way out of her reach.
Much too hot.
This Cal Poly Pomona defense, clearly their biggest test of the year. Crowd wants a handball. That came up onto her, just under her shoulder. Burnett trying to find Oper. Goalkeeper out, and she gets there with a little bumpy shield from Lauren Klingman.
Not too many opportunities so far for the Broncos, but thus far I've really been impressed by the speed on the back line for the Ore Diggers. They close very quickly. Not much space at all.
They've conceded only 11 goals on the year, and here they come. And this is McDermott. Gets the cross in, and Ortiz, in an emergent manner, has to clear. And the ball played to the back line. McDermott is a quantitative sciences major. I was not a quantitative sciences major.
I don't think I'd be lasting too long in quantitative sciences.
Burnett heads to Cruz. Yeah, both of these institutions are excellent in the sciences. We're in the 12th minute. No score. Oh, nice little layoff, and the shot is blocked as Butler got a nice ball from Putnam. Good bit of play there by the Ore Diggers. And then just as I say that, Jurchek knocks it across the touchline. Craig Duncan, Kevin Walsh with you. We are at Kellogg Stadium here on the campus of Cal Poly Pomona. Mount Baldy about 20 miles due north. Looking gorgeous.
See it every game, but a beautiful setting here.
And a nice ball by Rivas to Oper. And Klingman, looks like she's there to check Oper, and she concedes the throw. Lauren Klingman out of Holy Family High School in Broomfield, Colorado. Does have a goal on the year. She's gone full-time in 16 of the last 17, so don't expect Klingman to be sitting on the bench. Oper with that big throw, finding Burnett in the box. It falls for Salazar, but she can't get her foot on it, and they clear, do the Ore Diggers. 20-0-2 are the Ore Diggers. They tied Black Hills State back on October 4th and then tied Colorado Mesa in the tournament and won on penalties. So that goes down as a tie, but they won on penalties. They gave up 2 late goals in the 87th and 89th minutes to force extra time and had to go to PKs.
Appears to have been a little bit of a wake-up call for the Ore Diggers. They came right back against Angelo State, handled them 3-1. They've looked really good so far here in the early going.
McDermott would probably want to have that one back. Abria Smith, junior out of Murrieta, transferred from D1 Troy. Smith did start the Western Washington game and played 52 minutes against Point Loma. So she's upticked her playing time in these last few. And a bit of a misplay by Ortiz, but she had plenty of space to play at the Sung. Ore Diggers pressing. No easy passes here, even in the defensive third, Kevin.
Yeah, and you're wondering about the conditioning of Reese McDermott. She has not slowed down the entire game.
They go long. It's off the head of a defender, but falls harmlessly to the goalkeeper, Lundgren. Lundgren, by the way, metallurgical and materials engineering major. Another major,
frightening.
Another major that I did not consider. Yeah, you don't see a lot of of the same majors you'll see perhaps in the Texas-Georgia game this afternoon. On this Mines team.
We're not required to use the term student athlete like they are on the major broadcast, but it's much more applicable here. These are true student athletes.
Bella Hara, for some reason, only second team all CCAA this year. The same can be said about last year. She's a transfer from Azusa Pacific, which is probably the closest Division II school to Cal Poly Pomona.
I heard she got dinged by the Russian judge.
Yes.
Held her back.
Yeah. We are nothing but a bunch of 70s references. Here's out of San Diego, Mount Carmel High School. Down Rancho Bernardo-ish. Nice takeaway there as Salazar tried to spin. She had the game-winning goal against Western Washington and scored the opener last week against Point Loma, did Salazar. 7 goals on the year. Cruz looking into that bright sun. Temperature about 82 degrees here. Rivas, Salazar. They've been a good little combo these last few games for the Broncos. But Jurchek.
You mentioned the weather, Craig. In past games, the wind has been a factor in a number of games. Pretty still today. Starting, as I say that, we get a little bit of a breeze, but very light.
Salazar did not get a good foot on that one. Easily taken by the goalkeeper, Lundgren. Did have some space, though.
Had some space, and we've seen it on both teams so far, and I think it's the nature of the the game, the stakes of this game, everybody rushing things a little bit too much and not getting really good foot on the ball so far.
And these games so often come down either to a mistake or one bit of brilliant quality, and neither team finding it just yet. We are in the 17th minute. We are goalless. NCAA Women's Division II quarterfinal. Glad you've joined us on a beautiful afternoon here in Pomona, in the Spadra Hills. Diggers coached by Kevin Fickus. He's in his 15th season. This is only their 20th season playing women's soccer. And, a nice bit of, I thought that was a decent bit of defending by Jurchak. And that has slammed Salazar into the track.
As we've mentioned before, the track is right on the sideline here. It is unusually close, so she went down hard on a much harder surface than the playing field.
And it wasn't a terrible challenge. It was just, I think Salazar had issues with the change in terrain. So the training staff out to talk and tend to Salazar. A couple of her teammates are there too. And she gets an applause. So it'll be a free kick for the Broncos, I believe. Our referee, Michael Gabriselassie. Kevin Fickus, by the way, we were talking about him, the coach of the Diggers, undefeated this year, 244, 41, and 40 overall.
Is that good?
That's pretty good.
It's very, very good.
That's better than Craig Duncan's AYSO coaching record, I can tell you that.
But this is his big shot. He took him to the Final Four in 2014, but that's been it. That's been as far as they've gotten.
Ortiz with the far post free kick, headed back centrally. Cruz trying to battle, gets a head on it. It's off the post, and a foul is called.
She pushed off. It's a good call. It was a very good call.
19th minute. Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, Cruz with a nice little shove that created space for her to get that opportunity.
So Marisa Salazar back out there and running. Burnett tries to settle, but Rasco intercepts, and back come the Diggers with some numbers. This is Putnam trying to get around Anderson, and there to clean it up is Samayoa, shouldered there by Putnam, and Samayoa plays it out. Nope, she plays it off an opponent, draws the throw. 19th minute goalless here in Pomona. The winner gets Minnesota State. Wasn't that the name of the school and coach?
It was, and I did not think it existed at that time. I thought they made it up, but
nice bit of play here by the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. Ortiz with a big foot, trying to find Cruz, battling there with Callie Feuer. Feuer intently playing Cruz. Cruz with a bit of space, gets it square, and some work to do for Lundgren to grab that as Oper was standing on the back door.
Nicely done by Cruz. Really good opportunity there for the Broncos.
So probably the first big test there for Ali Lundgren. High school valedictorian at Tesoro. I would imagine there was some competition at Tesoro.
One would think.
And here's a nice run, and a shot is just wide as making something out of nothing there was Afton Rasco. Boy, just a lot of quality on this Mines team.
Exactly. This is a heck of a squad.
This is Salazar. She's got Rivas on the touchline. Feuer comes out to check her. Nice little 1-2. And it's cleaned up there by Jurchek out of Windsor, Colorado. All state in high school. And no foul there on Sung. I don't think that was a foul, but that's what's been called all game. Oper trying to get around Klingman. Does draw the throw, and she's got a big throw, so let's see if they set up Burnett in the penalty area. As Burnett is told not to creep forward. Yeah, I think you don't want to throw too many numbers forward, Kevin Walsh.
No, the transition for this Ordigger team has been very impressive so far.
Broncos win that. Back to Samayoa. Rivas. Samayoa. Into the box. Looking for Salazar just over her head. That's going to be cleaned up by Jurchek. At the halfway mark of this first half, we'll probably start to see some subs soon. Rasco plays it up ahead for McDermott, the Energizer Bunny out there. McDermott plays about 70 to 80 minutes a game. Oper with some speed on that far side. First touch to Cruz, and a bit of a heavy touch there for her. And that thwarted any chance she had of taking a quick shot. Rivas battles with Klingman. Nice little touch to Oper. Can she beat her defender? No. But she does get the cross in. Smith, lucky to not be whistled for the foul, as Abria was in there challenging. Stands are almost filled, Kevin Walsh. Tough to find a spot.
Very good crowd, very vocal group.
And the Mines folks traveled well. There's a good contingent. Skimmed off the head of Burnett. She fights with Rasco. Broncos get the throw. And Burnett back to her familiar spot. And Klingman to hers. They go short. Rivas tries to square. Rasco there to pick it up. Jay Mason, the coach of the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos, over there in the white hat. Just one loss this year. That was on October 27th against Stanislaus State. 8th season at the helm. Won the regular season title last year, shut out of the NCAA tournament. Oper with a big throw. Burnett can't quite get it, falls to Cruz. Tries the volley, and just getting there over the head of Salazar was the goalkeeper, Lundgren.
Lundgren didn't exactly high point that one.
No,
it was that made it a lot more exciting than it needed to be.
Burnett with the header off of Monolily. And a foul whistled. You know, we criticized the referee for calling a lot early, but it had been a solid probably 15 minutes since one foul other than the since any foul other than the one over here right by us, which is a hard one.
Yeah, that's true. I think we may see that tight calling early just to set the tone, but maybe loosen it up as the game progresses.
Ortiz heads that down, but right to the feet of Butler. Closed off quickly. And now Guerrero has her foray thwarted. Back to the box, easily handled by Hera. Broncos tied Monterey Bay and Dominguez Hills. Those are the only two times besides the loss to Stanislaus that they dropped any points this year.
And the Stanislaus loss was avenged in dramatic fashion, 5-1. So they definitely sent a message in the second game.
They tried to do a little 1-2 to Cruz, but Jurchek with some cleanup to do. And we'll get some subs. Lavinia Vaipulu is in. Burnett takes a seat. Burnett had gone full 90 in the last 2 games. So now we get the 1-2 combination of Campos and McDermott. Campos with 14 goals, McDermott with 19, as Rasco will take a seat. Cruz back to Sung. And it lands for Salazar with the volley. Didn't quite get over that, but a decent opportunity. That's 2 decent opportunities for Salazar. As we pull into the 27th minute goalless here.
The flow of the action has definitely gone on to the Colorado School of Mines end. The Broncos have had many more opportunities here in the last few minutes.
So Vaipulu, the holding mid, has to get back in position as Campos dispossessed. Abria Smith, but Ortiz did most of the work there. Cruz looks gassed out there. She's been running all over the place. That's Bella Campos, and this is Elise Putnam. Campos trying to turn on Ortiz. Trying to get around her with some speed, and Ortiz bodies her off. Great bit of defending there by Ortiz. If Campos was wearing a jersey of certain national teams, she would have just I mean,
a serious flop opportunity there.
But fair play to her for playing it honestly. Ball to the feet of Cruz, going long for Oper. She is onside. She's got 4 defenders to beat. She topples over in the box, nothing there.
Harmon played the ball. There's I can see what the Bronco fans are yelling about, but it was a good non-call.
Salazar, nice move. She goes down over her own feet. Fans screaming for a penalty. You're in an NCAA quarterfinal. You're going to have to do more than that to win a game. And Oprah goes down. That might be a card there for stopping a promising opportunity, and I believe it will be. That's Lauren Klingman. It wasn't the viciousness of the tackle. It was the fact that she stopped the promising attack. Because Oprah was in if she doesn't make that play. So Klingman with the caution. Ortiz to take the free kick. 6 Broncos thrown forward here. Ortiz goes near the box. Cruz with the header off the top of the bar. Nice little set piece there for the Broncos. And Cruz with maybe the best chance of the game.
Cruz with the 2 best chances. The first one she pushed off. She drew the
Yep.
foul call in the box, but hit the bar on that one as well. But that was a real opportunity.
Vanessa Cruz, Conference Player of the Year. 11 goals for the Broncos out of Oceanside. Transferred from the University of St. Catherine, which is a Greek Orthodox school down in San Marcos. And a foul. Not only did the St. Catherine program folded, the school folded.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
an institution down in San Marcos.
So I think that's a legit transfer. Jurchek to take the free kick. Low driving ball, and it misses everybody. Nope, apparently it didn't. It hit a Cal Poly Pomona head. It'll be a corner. 1/3 of the way through this one.
I did not see that hit anyone either.
Maybe a bobbing ponytail, perhaps. Shots are even. Corners are even. Game's pretty even. Hera out to punch away. Salazar clears. And this is Bella Anderson with a head of steam. And she gets by one. And here comes Bella. Look out for that freight train. All the way to the edge of the box and earns the corner. How about that? Your center back making basically a box-to-box run. Probably looking at her coach because all defenders think they should play midfield.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Like, that's where I should be, coach. Great run by Anderson, the senior out of Clovis, transfer in from Fresno State. Oper to take. High ball. Back post. Header. And in! Liberty Ortiz all alone at the edge of the box. Headed it into the upper 90. And the Broncos draw first blood.
Oprah with great leg on the ball, causing the Ordigger defense to misjudge it and losing track of Ortiz and she puts it away.
And that all goes back to that run by Bella Anderson, box to box from her central defender position to earn that corner.
The unexpected big play, changing the game.
1-0 Broncos. Now McDermott trying to answer back. And Cruz there to win the ball back. Oprah with the assist, obviously, off the corner. And Oprah's got some work to do here. Shot taken right into the breadbasket of Bella Hara.
It's funny, the PA inadvertently gave the assist to Anderson, but you should give the assist to Anderson.
Right.
Anderson really is the one that created that opportunity. Oprah with the fine corner kick, though.
If it was hockey,
yes,
she'd get the secondary hockey assist. Yeah, it was a counterattack off a corner kick. Rasco going deep, and Ortiz just in the nick of time. Otherwise, Campos and her 14 goals were in by their lonesome. Ortiz shaken up a bit, it looks like. Kevin, go ahead.
We don't have the statistics on it, but this is very unfamiliar territory for the Ordiggers. They're undefeated on the season, and I can't imagine they've been trailing for too many minutes during the course of 2024.
Yeah, they've only conceded 11 goals all year. As Vaipulu battles there with McDermott. Oh, nice ball up ahead, onside. Ortiz there to clean it up. And Samayoa a bit clumsy there. Ortiz again, Vaipulu. And now Oper looking for something, and she kicks it toward Venus.
The ball took a funny bounce on Samayoa, but Cal Poly Pomona able to get rid of it with no damage.
Broncos have conceded 14 goals on the year, scored 50. 61-11 is the Mines ledger, and 3 of those came in one game. So, like you say, Kevin, could not have been a whole lot of games they were behind.
Nope.
And here another clumsy challenge, and unable to corral that was Campos. Campos looking very dangerous, Kevin Walsh.
Yeah, that was a dangerous opportunity right there. She just wasn't able to bring it in, but I don't think that's the last we'll see of her.
She scored in 4 of her last 5. She had a hat trick against Adams State. Being bodied away is Salazar. And just a good bit of play there by Rasco. And she is fouled, much to the chagrin of the Cal Poly faithful.
Cal Poly Pomona fans do not like it. The last play was made more dramatic because a sign was taken out on the track, so it looked a lot worse than it was. But I agree, that was just good defense.
Both teams probably thankful this is their only game this week. Fewer to take. Hera to take. Tells everybody, hold on. 35th minute, 1-0. Cal Poly Pomona, a 30th minute goal by Liberty Ortiz, her 4th of the year.
And that was high-pointed well by Hera.
Yes, it was. Nice little nod on by Vaipulu. playing that holding mid role. She's playing a little more forward in recent games because Burnett was staying in that role the full game, but Burnett's on the bench right now. Rasco and the Samayoa battle. Now Campos trying to find her partner McDermott. She does. Vaipulu giving chase. McDermott's shot blocked by Anderson. Gabby Guerrero recovers, and they get Jurchek. She goes into the box, and it falls to somebody. Eventually, Samayoa. Hera got a paw on it, but dicey.
Didn't look like that was really going to be a great scoring opportunity for Mines, but got a little iffy there.
1-0 Broncos here. 36th minute of play. Ball one in the back by the Broncos. Cruz has been running a rear end off out there. I got to think she's going to come off at the end of this half. As Lindsay Sung with it. Vaipulu. And Sung unable to do much with that and concedes the throw. Campos. Nice little attempt there, but Vaipulu intercepts. Good possession play by her. Vaipulu, a transfer from UC Riverside, sends it into the bench. Vaipulu from John W. North High. Out in Riverside. 37th minute, Rasco. Out wide is Butler. Trying to drive on Samayoa. Good body position by Samayoa. No foul there. Broncos win back possession. Oper long up for Cruz, who settles. Rivas. Oper. Rasco there to check her. Oper, a transfer from the University of Idaho.
For the Broncos are number 15, Chloe Green, number 19, Kiara D'Arcangelo, and number 21, Georgia Rink.
Chloe Green, Kiara D'Arcangelo, Georgia Rink are in. Sung takes a seat. Cruz takes a well-deserved rest, and Abria Smith does as well. Rink will come out here on this left side. Rink, a sophomore out of Brisbane, Australia, transfer from St. Francis in Brooklyn, school that dropped athletics. Oper, bit of a speculative shot, goes wide.
Substitution in for Colorado Mines is number 14, Paolo Ruby.
Paolo Ruby is in.
Also in for the Ordinators, number 26, Lindsey Jeans.
Lindsey Jeans is in. She played 8 minutes a couple of games ago. Jeans did. Had not played before that since October 24th. So a bit of a surprise to see her. As D'Arcangelo wins the ball for the Broncos. She goes wide for Salazar. Salazar trying to beat Putnam. Nice bit of play by Putnam. Salazar goes flying again. Referee not having it. And Ortiz gets whistled for that foul. That didn't seem terribly consistent to me, but what do I know?
You and all of the Bronco fans.
Putnam with a nice little move around Rivas. Squares it for McDermott. Oh, schools, Chloe Green, the shot is off the woodwork. Oh, what a play by McDermott to get that shot off and roll it off the crossbar.
And to have so much on it and be so accurate. I mean, it hit the crossbar. That was unbelievable. That was a rocket.
Kevin, I don't think we've seen the last goal in this game. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I was about to say we haven't heard much from McDermott since the first few minutes, but really making her presence known there. That was very impressive.
Throw in on the far side. Battle there. Jeans against Samayoa, and Samayoa incredulous that either a foul wasn't called or that she was ruled to have conceded the corner. 40th minute, 1-0 in favor of Cal Poly Pomona. Broncos having to hold on here at the end of this first half. Big opportunity for McDermott just a minute ago. High ball, headed away by the Broncos. Sent back by Ruby, and then sent back out by the Broncos. Ruby, a senior out of Longmont, Colorado. Averages about 25 minutes a game. Vaipulu with the header. Chloe Green. Rivas. And Salazar going for Chloe Green. Nice bit of cleanup by Callie Fewer, though.
Fewer gets to everything. She really closes very, very well.
Georgia Rink, the Aussie. Vaipulu. And Samayoa. Oper. Trying to go around Klingman. Unable. Chloe Green, by the way, cousin of the Sanchez. Mark Sanchez. Good broadcaster, by the way.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
That surprises me a little, but it's not bad. Not bad.
A little goofy, but he has fun with it. Green, nice little over the back pass to Oper, who skies it harmlessly to the goalkeeper, Lundgren. We had a foul before that. Or the ball was out. If the Ore Diggers can pull out a win today, it'll be their 300th in program history. Kevin Fickus.
So they have 299 now. See, I could have gotten in to Colorado School of Mines. Mathematical brain.
Yeah, let's put you in, first year calc at Colorado School of Mines. See how you come out.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
Tatum Bowers is in. Oper gets a seat. Alexis Macias also in for the Broncos. And that's her with the ball. Trying to juggle around two players, and she commits the foul. Macias at a Cudahy, south of L.A. Did get 16 minutes against Point Loma, game that the Broncos won in extra time. Tatum Bowers, her first foray into the game. Ortiz finds the head of Jurchek, and this finds the feet of Ruby. Now Campos, who's been a bit dangerous here. Putnam. Nice ball for Campos. Trying to turn. Bowers there to say no. Back to Campos. Ortiz behind her. Forces an errant pass. Retrieved, though, by Putnam. Trying to get around Rink. Rink there. Nice bit of play by Georgia. And she is pounded to the ground with no call. Salazar waves her arms and gets the foul call. Last minute and a half of this first half. Salazar finds the ball at her feet. Green. Green scored 47 goals in 2 years at Saddleback College. Bella Anderson, the unsung hero of the Cal Poly Pomona goal. Macias. Darkangelo giving chase. And seeing it out is Lauren Klingman. Rink lost that battle. Campos. Nice ball. This is McDermott. McDermott trying to get around Bowers. Gets by her at the 18. Goes down in the box.
No.
Penalty kick. I think that was a pretty clear one, Kevin Walsh. I know you disagree.
I don't disagree with the foul. We've had a discussion before about how punitive this is. McDermott didn't really have a great opportunity there to score, but, you know, you go from a 8% chance of scoring to a, you know, with McDermott, I'm guessing.
Above 90?
Yeah, 90 plus.
Bella Hara has faced only one penalty kick all year, and that went off the crossbar. This is McDermott trying for her 20th goal of the year. And Bella Hara told to get back in her goal by our referee, Michael Gebrselassie. And once he blows the whistle, we'll see shortly if we're going to have a tie game going into halftime. And a save! Oh, Bella Hara with the save! They got to go quickly with the corner. It's headed toward goal and harmlessly over. And the Broncos have survived this first half, Kevin Walsh.
Wow, what a way to close out the half. Bella Hara with an incredible save. McDermott went low, as you're facing it, low right. And Hara just an ungodly good save. Guessed correctly, and just a truly athletic play to knock that away.
Second team all-conference. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, we are going to take a break. We will come back with half number 2 after a few minutes.
Elsewhere around the country today in other quarterfinal action, East Region champion Franklin Pierce defeated Atlantic Region champion Shepherd 2-1. Central Region champion Minnesota State Mankato advanced on penalty kicks over Midwest champ Grand Valley State. And currently in the 85th minute, Southeast Region champion Columbus State and South Region champ West Florida are scoreless. hard to ignore, and social media is flooded with constant harassment. In fact, 1 in 3 student athletes have experienced betting-related harassment. Help the NCAA draw the line. Visit ncaa.org/draw the line. The NCAA thanks our official equipment suppliers, Smitty Officials Apparel, and Wilson Sporting Goods for their support of NCAA championships. Their contributions help enhance the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
I better get that screaming. I'll get Andre's contour. I didn't wear my Cal Poly pants. Trying to have some. Oh, they don't get me. They don't? Oh! Okay, yeah, 'cause the bracket was like the D2 bracket was like one of the exclusive brackets.
Thanks our corporate champions, AT&T, Capital One, and Coca-Cola. And our corporate partners, Buffalo Wild Wings, Buick, Geico, Great Clips, Home Depot, Intuit TurboTax, Investo, QQQ, LG, Marriott, Nabisco, Nissan, Pizza Hut, Reese's,
Greg Duncan, Kevin Walsh back with you here at Kellogg Stadium on the campus of Cal Poly Pomona. Good first half. A 30th minute goal by Liberty Ortiz for Cal Poly Pomona. The only goal of the first half. The other big highlight of that first half, of course, a penalty taken by Reese McDermott, saved by Bella Anderson in the last minute of the first half. So, again, like you said, Kevin Walsh, Colorado School of Mines, the Ore Diggers, especially with these two forwards, McDermott and Campos, asking a lot of questions as Cal Poly Pomona defense that they haven't had to answer probably at all this year.
They have not. They're down at the half. Again, I can't imagine that happened more than once or twice all season, if at all. And so this is we'll see how the Ore Diggers come out in the second half. But boy, what a jolt to end the half. That save by Hera. Just you don't see much better.
Our referee, Michael Gabriselassie, is ready to go. And by the way, just to clarify, they reseed the Final Four. So the winner of this will not necessarily get Minnesota State. Auburn Burnett back in there for the Broncos. She clears it far up the field. And we'll see Lauren Klingman with her first touch of this second half. Good crowd on hand. A good contingent here from the Mines folks. Got a bunch of people down in the shade behind the goal, too. Cruz back in. Sends a cross looking for Darkangelo, but that's going to fall to the feet of Jurchek. Darkangelo able to play, though. Rink finds Cruz. Cruz, a nice ball for Oper. A bit wrong-footed. Second minute here of this second half. Liberty Ortiz in the 30th minute, the junior out of Ruben Ayala High, just over the hills here.
Oprah with the assist on the corner kick. Oprah, a big part of the Bronco offense in the first half. A lot of runs down that right wing, creating opportunities for Cal Poly Pomona.
Oprah out of Arlington High out in Riverside. Takes the throw, looking for the head of Burnett. Intervention there by Gabby Guerrero. Cruz with some good body work. Oprah with the cross, far post Arcangelo over her head. Abria Smith unable to corral. And here come the Ore Diggers and Caitlin Monolily. Dispossessed by Lavinia Vaipula, who's out there with Auburn Burnett now, who we see play it back for Ortiz, the goal scorer. Now Rink, the Aussie. Vaipulu, bit of a heavy touch. And here comes Campos. Trying to get McDermott, a bit of a whiff by Ortiz. McDermott giving chase. And a little grab by McDermott. And Ortiz selling it, to say the least.
But you got the call. Cal Poly Pomona going to have to keep the pressure on, as you mentioned, Craig. Very high-scoring Ore Digger squad. To expect to shut out this team is a bit of a reach. So, gonna need to stay aggressive offensively.
48th minute, 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona. Craig Duncan, Kevin Walsh with you. Glad you've joined us. If you're in Colorado, if you're in California, or wherever you might be. It always befuddles me how everyone is so concerned over who gets a midfield throw-in. Because you almost always give the ball away. More than half the time, the ball falls to the other team anyway. Here's Cruz. Gets a body in front. Oh, a nice through ball for Oper. A 1-0. What a save by Lundgren. Oh, my. I think she got it with the foot or the leg, Kevin. Oper in all alone. Rightfully one-touched it. But Lundgren, oh my, saves the game perhaps.
Lundgren
for the Ore Diggers.
Save. That was outstanding. I thought she might have been offside, but at the time the ball was delivered, I thought she had bypassed the Ore Digger defense, but no call.
Matthew Tenius, our assistant referee, on this side, kept the flag down. There might have been some screams had that one been put away by Oper. But Lundgren, probably not called upon to make a ton of saves this year. Boy, oh boy, but when called upon, she did. She had no chance at the goal scored by Ortiz.
Well, she was called out by Hera saving the penalty kick, so it's like, you can do that. I can do this too. I can do this as well.
2 great saves in this game. And Fuhr clumsily heads back, but Lundgren there to get it. I'm sure that Ali Lundgren's got a few from her marching and chowder society here, being from Coto de Caza, South Orange County. And the ball falls to the feet of Tara Oper. Klingman not being pressed much. Anderson, who helped set up that first goal, wins the ball and wins the throw. Anderson started every game last year, every game this year for Cal Poly Pomona. In fact, she's only been taken off once in the last 14 games. Smith, not sure she meant to do that. Burnett, bit of a heavy touch. As we enter the 51st minute, 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona quarterfinal. Winner goes on to the Final Four in North Carolina.
Let's go!
7 shots to 5 for Mines. Corner kicks 3-2. Or Diggers have the advantage there as well. From Golden, Colorado is the Colorado School of Mines. Vanessa Cruz with the ball at her feet. Puts the cross in. Oper got a solid head on it and sent it wide. Finding some success in the air are the Broncos, Kevin.
Yes, they have been. Oper again. Good solid shot there, but just a little off center.
By the way, the other round of 8 games, Franklin Pierce has advanced. They win their game 2-1 against Shepherd. West Florida playing Columbus State, and that game is in extra time, goalless. So 2 tickets to the Final Four have been punched. Minnesota State and Franklin Pierce. Didn't know our 14th president had a school named after him.
There you go.
We tick down into the 53rd minute. Vaipulu with the ball at her feet. Cruz trying to penetrate on Fuhr. Fuhr's had a really good game back there. And proves my point by poking it away. Broncos maintain possession. Ortiz. Rink. Darkangelo. Smith. Burnett. Darkangelo. Nope. That's Jurchek. Monolili. Up top for Campos. I would imagine we will see her much of the second half. She has 14 goals on the year, does Campos. It's crazy when you score 14 goals in a college season and you're second on your team by 5.
That is surprising. McDermott with the ball now. Just lurking. You watch her out there. She's in position. She's always in the right spot, just quietly finding space. So dangerous.
And here's Campos. She's got a avenue to turn and does not get the kind of foot on the ball she had hoped. But boy, she is just, both her and McDermott, just a hair of space and a hair of an opening, and they can turn it into something. Ball at the feet of Vaipulu. Samayoa, the Guatemalan international. Oper absorbs the body blow from Butler. Central for Darkangelo, but a bit of a bouncer. Falls to Cruz, though. Nice little ball to Oper. Oper with the shot, and it is saved by Lundgren. And I believe Kevin Walsh, that was headed into the goal.
It looked like it was gonna make that right corner. Oper, you thought she was gonna cross the ball, but a very quick shot into that upper corner. Very accurate, very strong. Lundgren able to make the play.
Allie Lundgren, our player of the match so far in the second half. 2 great saves.
And Oper continuing to be central to everything the Broncos do today.
Cruz. High to the edge of the box. Not a convincing header there for the Broncos. Rink, not a convincing touch. Samayoa with some work to do. Nice little turn. And sends Cruz down to the byline with Klingman giving chase. Cruz tries to find Oper but can't. Intervening was Gabby Guerrero, who I'm sure has some folks here. Gabby is from Bakersfield. Garces Memorial. They've sent a player or two to the college ranks in a lot of sports. And that one played harmlessly across the goal line. 1-0, Cal Poly Pomona. 56th minute, NCAA Division II quarterfinal. Burnett wins that to the feet of Oper. She'll play back to Samayoa with Butler giving chase. That pass really not to anybody but Fewer. Rasco. Gabby Guerrero. And Rink has to go off her shirt and out. Liberty Ortiz in the 30th minute. Our only goal so far. Monalili with a nice little run against Rink, but Rink wins that battle. And she emerges, but plays it into her bench.
Monalili really had a good opportunity there, but Rink just closed the gap so fast, taking the ball away.
This is Campos, Rink on her. And Ortiz there with the double team. Cruz. Jurchek harassing her, and now McDermott emerges. And Burnett able to win. And concedes the throw. Campos averages between 45-65 minutes a game. McDermott 70 to 80. I don't expect either will sit much here in the second half, Kevin Walsh. And Ortiz forced to concede the corner there. Campos out of Highland Village, Texas.
Hearing some from the Ordigger crowd here. First big opportunity of the second half.
7 players thrown forward by the Ordiggers. Punched away by Hera. It falls to Rasco trying to find some space to turn. And Cruz with the clearance. Much to the delight of the partisan Cal Poly Pomona crowd. But not to take away from the showing that the Mines folks have made here today. Oper trying to win it from McDermott. Boy, she's good on the ball, is she? And they go wide for Monalili. Rink. That was Ortiz. Temperature low 80s. So maybe a bit of a factor. Not much breeze. Monalili to the chest of Ortiz, who clears. And now the chest of Vanessa Cruz. Rink. Cruz. D'Arcangelo Up for Oper, onside. She's got Smith at the far post, but Smith doesn't make the run to the far post. She goes to the near post. And the ball falls harmlessly across the touchline.
Oprah played a nice ball, but as you said, yeah, just a little bit of getting the wires crossed, and so it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Elise Putnam into the game. Caitlin Monolily is out. That for the Colorado School of Mines. Burnett. Abria Smith. Cruz. Oh, and she wanted Smith to make the run, and Smith did not. That's the old nice idea. 2/3 of the way through this one, 1-0 Cal Poly Pomona. Oprah with some speed. Into the box. Nice tackle, no penalty there.
Played the ball very well.
Yep, great play by Klingman to get all ball, and then Oprah basically just kind of fell over her.
Oprah has put the pressure on Klingman all day. Klingman, for the most part, has risen to the challenge, but Oprah has definitely gotten her opportunities.
Oprah to take the corner. This is the same angle from which the Broncos scored their goal. 5 players parked at the far post. It goes there, and it's headed away. Looked like McDermott. How about that? Your 19-goal scorer at the back post, nodding the ball away.
As we mentioned in the first half, McDermott all over the field. Hasn't seemed to slow down at all. She's a very well-conditioned athlete. That ball, as you mentioned, was very similar to the Cal Poly Pomona goal. Dora Digger's doing a much better job drifting back, not allowing the opportunity from the opposite side.
So Anna Shellpepper is in. She's an outside back for the Broncos. She got 13 minutes in the last game. Cross comes in, and Lundgren had to stretch the arms up, but eventually corralled it. 62nd minute, 1-0, Cal Poly Pomona. Campos, nice little layoff there. This is Putnam with some speed. Gets the cross in to the feet of Campos. Anderson behind her, plays it back, and Rasco skies it. Nice bit of play there. You can see how dangerous the Mines team is, as they got Campos with her back to goal. Laid it off nicely for Rasco, just unable to convert.
Yeah, just a great ball by Campos. If Rasco had another 6 inches of space to get her feet under her a little bit, she could have gotten a lot on that shot. That would have been a brilliant opportunity. But a great pass by Campos.
Rasco with it again. Vaipulu cleans it up. Chance perhaps for Smith. Nope. Nice little play by Rasco to recover the possession there. And I think she thought Campos might make that run. Not on the same page there. So Salazar also into the game for Cal Poly Pomona. Marisa, her first name. Bella Anderson. Headed away by Ava Harmon. Oprah wins that. She goes wide. This is Salazar. Trying for a bit of space. Takes a cut. And it's in! Oh, Salazar! Marisa Salazar making like Claude Lemieux, playoff goal scorer.
It's all about these big games, the quarterfinals, these big playoff games. It's all about seizing your opportunity. Salazar had an opportunity in the box and a brilliant shot into the upper right corner. Lundgren had no chance.
Yeah, as well as Ali Lundgren has played in this second half, she was never going to get that one. Upper 90, both shots into the upper 90. Now then, back come Mines. And a shot falls harmlessly across the goal line. Great bit of play up top by the Broncos. I mean, You know, they always say 2-0 is a dangerous lead. I'd much rather have a 2-0 lead than a 1-0 lead.
Yes.
But Broncos fans should not feel the least bit confident at this moment. Even though they've got a stalwart D, this is a heck of a team they're playing. And a foul.
And you can just feel that on the last Ordigger possession. It's like, okay, 26 minutes remaining. It's going to be an onslaught. This Bronco defense is going to be tested a number of times here in the final minutes.
So Salazar, the winning goal against Western Washington. The overtime winning goal against Point Loma. The second goal here today, Ortiz also with a goal. That one sent skyward, and Bella Hera dropped it.
Sun, she had difficulty with the sun on that ball.
Ava Harmon from her center back position almost got onto that one. 64th minute, 2-0, Cal Poly Pomona. Leading top-ranked Colorado School of Mines. They have not lost all year. Anderson with some tidying up to do, but she's got to do it against Bella Campos. And here comes a shot, and it's over the bar. Nice little foray there by Elise Putnam.
Nice foray by Putnam, but it looked like she had an opportunity to dump the ball off to McDermott. McDermott with the better position for the shot, but Putnam taking the opportunity, but sailing it over.
Lindsay Sung back in. Shell Pepper did not play much, but she gives Sung a bit of a breather. Samayoa. Lost it under the press of Butler. 2-0 Broncos. 66th minute. Gabby Guerrero. And that was Jurchek. Nice ball up ahead for Putnam. Skies it into the box. And Campos with a nice header. That was just half a chance, and Campos, boy, a couple of feet to the left, and that would have cut the lead in half.
It didn't have too much on it, but directed it just outside the far post. That was a great opportunity.
Campos only a sophomore. Winner gets a ticket to North Carolina. Cruz. Battled there by Klingman. You know, I think part of it is the game's physical all over the place, but when it's 10 feet in front of the spectators, it's like,
right,
whoa,
right.
What is this?
Protect the kids.
It's like, it's soccer, folks, you know?
But yes, I don't think that they did call a penalty.
Oh, they
there.
did? Okay. They called the foul against the Mines. It didn't look like much in that, but
I totally agree, Craig. I didn't see anything there.
as we reach the halfway mark of this second half, Oprah with a nice little ball inside. And it'll be cleared, though, by Rasco. Samayoa, though, for the Broncos. Nice ball for Smith. She's got Oprah streaking down the right side. Finds her. Oprah takes a touch. Far post. Out of the reach of the goalkeeper. Cruz fighting for it. Knocked over. No call. And the ball shot onto the top of the goal. I'm going to say that maybe Cruz helped herself down.
Well, it appeared that she was trying for a bicycle kick. That she was like gearing up for that, and her legs were knocked out under her. I don't know.
You disagree?
I think I would have called that. I think I would have called that.
Okay.
She might have leaned in a little bit to help out, but I think that might have merited a call.
We don't have VAR here in the Division II playoffs.
Oprah with another great ball into the box. She's
Boy, oh
really
boy, you ain't kidding.
been the weapon for the Broncos today, just making the right play, creating opportunities for her teammates.
Yeah, as old Ian Dark would say, the Mines defense was at 6s and 7s. I don't know what that means, but it always sounds great. And the ball's out.
Sounds better with an accent.
Yes, it does. Everything sounds better with an accent. Yeah, I'm sure there's some folks at home thinking, I wish Ian Dark was doing this game.
Just some.
69th minute. 2-0 Cal Poly Pomona in this quarterfinal. Oper up to Cruz. Cruz holds the ball. She had a streaking Oper. Not sure there was much in that. Samayoa. Oh, a nice little play on by Oper, but over there to clean it up is going to be Harmon. And she falls to ground and I think just concedes the throw. Yep. Probably won't see a ton of subs here in this second half. We may see maybe some defense for offense from Kevin Fickus in the Colorado School of Mines. And that ball is headed to the touchline. Anderson having a little work to do, and she does.
Okay, for those of you who had the 70th minute in your bingo card for Kevin Walsh to mention, what is with these track dimensions? It just doesn't make sense. The field is against the track. I've never seen that anywhere else. I don't understand. I don't understand.
At least the curb is out. That might have been a bit dangerous. Over the head of Anderson. Little miscommunication, as I think she thought Ortiz would take that. And Ortiz skies it toward my dad sitting down below us. Got some subs coming in. All right, Gabby Guerrero to sit. And Laura Butler to sit. Paula Rudy. And it looks like Caitlin Manalili. So Ruby got in that first half out of Longmont, Colorado. Klingman not happy with herself there. She's had a lot to deal with.
A lot to deal with. She's got to be exhausted. And I think that was just a factor in that play. It ended up being sloppy because of exhaustion. Speaking of which, watching Vanessa Cruz, she looks like she's ready to just fall over every time in the field. But when the play's near her, when things happen, she jumps right on it. So I don't know if it's just the way she carries herself, but she looks tired.
McDermott, look out here, takes the shot, and it goes wide.
Very disappointed in herself. You could see it.
She had some space.
She expected to get more on that. Yeah.
And down is Abria Smith as we stop the clock. It says 18:55 left. Remember, in college soccer, the scoreboard clock controls. And I think we're going to get a little drinks break here because of the heat. Wow.
Maybe. Orange slices on the sidelines.
All right, so the clock is stopped with 18:55 left. We can check. There's not a whole lot to check in the Division II scoreboard, Kevin. But we do know that West Florida and Columbus State are going to penalties to decide our third semifinalist. Franklin Pierce already in. They beat Shepherd 2-1. Minnesota State, a penalty kick winner over Grand Valley State. Cal Poly Pomona, 19 minutes away from being team number 3. Bellahare to kick into a slight breeze here.
I don't think anyone on either side foresaw a 2-goal lead by the Broncos with 19 minutes remaining.
Nope. Vaipulu. Burnett long. Fewer's played a nice game. Here comes Salazar, who scored the last goal. Trying to get some space. Oprah out in space, far right side. Drives on Klingman, far post. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but Neither was effective.
Oprah keeping the pressure on, though.
Not a ton of subs by the Broncos. Shell Pepper and Salazar have been the only two that have come on here in this second half.
Substitution in for Cal Poly Pomona, number 3, Angelina Rivas.
And just as I say that, Rivas takes over for Smith. And Cruz is going to take a well-deserved break.
Also in for Cal Poly Pomona, number 15, Chloe Green.
Chloe Green is in. So that's 4 subs used by head coach Jay Mason. Chloe Green out there giving chase. Vaipulu with the header. She and Burnett playing a co-number 6 role out there. Burnett trying to turn. She plays Sung, who plays forward into space. Don't forget the Cal Poly Pomona women's volleyball team is in the quarterfinals. They'll be playing at 5 o'clock, about 100 yards away from us in Kellogg Gym.
What a great fall athletic season for the women's program here at Cal Poly Pomona.
Ball off of the, looked like the arm of Green. No call. Out of there comes Putnam. Head of steam on her. Oh, Vaipulu with a classy takeaway. Ball played into space for Salazar as Jurchek gives chase. And she plays it across the lanes of the track that Kevin doesn't like. 74th minute, 2-0 Cal Poly Pomona. Ball played high toward Oper. Taken by Monalily, but now taken by Oper for the Broncos. 12 shots to 8 for the Ore Diggers. And Ortiz. Every ball that goes out, another 10 seconds. Coach Jay Mason, the native Canadian, will take that. Anderson with a big header. Burnett, flick header. Green. And they go to Oper 1v1. Unable to get the 1v1, but a nice ball back for Vaipulu. She tries to find Rivas. Klingman out there. Klingman happy to see Rivas as opposed to Oprah, I would imagine.
I would think.
She's played a strong game, has Klingman.
She has.
She's had her hands full.
Yeah, she has been under pressure the entire time.
Samayoa cuts in. Rivas, Oper. Oh, a little scoop to Rivas that she's unable to handle. And Klingman with a bit of work to do. Clears it only as far as Samayoa. Oper. Tries to beat Rudy or Ruby. Unable to do so. Last quarter of an hour of this one. Ball falls right to Oper. She lays it off. Rivas takes the shot, blocked nicely. That was Harmon getting a toe on that. Rivas dispossessed. Vaipulu, though, trying to get around Rasco. Lays it off. Rivas. Far post cross. Nobody home for the Broncos. Sung. Lindsay out of Tesoro High, as is Lundgren, the goalkeeper. She was also a valedictorian. We have 2 Tesoro valedictorians in this game.
I'm guessing that no other quarterfinal can say that today.
You're really going out on a limb, aren't you?
I am. Again, it's that mathematical mind.
Yes. 77th minute. Another throw for the Broncos.
And you can sense this Bronco crowd just feeling that it's right there now. It's there for the taking.
They have a 2-0 lead. Goals by Ortiz and Salazar. Not to mention a penalty save by Bellahera.
Got to credit this Bronco defense. You mentioned Bellahera made that tremendous save of the penalty kick, but she hasn't been under too much pressure here in the second half. When you've got the Ordigger offense, one of the best in the country, bearing down on you, they have not had too many great opportunities.
As you would imagine from a team that's undefeated, is only but drawn 2 games, the Ordiggers have not been held goalless all year. They played a 1-1 tie and a 3-3 tie. But the Ordiggers know this kind of game position. They were up 2-0 against Colorado Mesa and gave up 2 late goals. So they know obviously it can be done. They did prevail in that on penalties. As we enter the last 12 minutes of this one, a 2-0 lead for the Broncos.
Nice job by Cruz here to milk that clock.
Far post, Green just had her body tilted a bit so she could not quite get a full header in. Cleared, if not permanently. Ball knotted on for Rivas by Oper.
I'm sorry, that was Liberty Ortiz that took the kick, but great job using the clock. Great job delivering a ball to the back post.
Rivas will have that ball seen out, and we'll get a substitution.
Substitution in for Colorado School Mines, number 13, Sam Ford.
Sam Ford, her first foray into the game. She got in for 7 minutes against Angelo State. No goals on the year for Sam. She's a freshman out of Thousand Oaks. So I'm sure she has some folks here. This is Campos. Harmon. And now Ruby. Ford. Bumped off the ball. Ortiz tried to clear, hit a teammate. Vaipulu with some cleanup to do. Rivas up to Green. Now Oper with some space ahead of her. She plays Green, nicely weighted ball, and Green just creams Lauren Klingman.
Klingman just gets it. Really? Really? Just have to do that too? Lauren Klingman hanging in there, playing very well. Great ball again by Oper.
Califiore, another one who's played a good game. Burnett, and now Green. That is Salazar for Burnett. McDermott back to check her. Now Lindsay Sung. Salazar. Dispossessed. Takes another tumble, and she's down. Mines with possession, though. Monalili. Dispossessed, and we'll stop the clock. It'll be a drop ball for the Broncos, and now our referee, Michael Gabriselasi, checking on Salazar. Salazar has taken some tumbles today.
Yes, she has. Salazar, who scored the second goal for Cal Poly Pomona today on a rocket into the upper right corner. Another opportunity for both teams to gather themselves for the last 9 minutes and 19 seconds that we have remaining here.
Salazar scored in the 63rd, Ortiz in the 30th. And we'll have another orange slice break, I guess.
It's looking that way. Again, you've got to think this can only help School of Mines at this point, getting it together for one last big push.
I love the occupationally specific name of the school. It's always fascinated me.
Yes, yes.
I remember there was a school, it's been renamed, but Philadelphia Textile. Remember them from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were a Division II basketball power in
Yeah.
the 70s.
But now they are Thomas Jefferson University.
So boring.
I know. So it'll be a drop ball for the Broncos. There's no contested drop balls anymore. Here we go. Last 9 minutes, 18 seconds of this one, or more, if Mines can get on track and get a couple goals. Oper. Green. I tell you, Kevin, though, the Broncos look the more likely side to score here, even with a 2-goal lead.
They have very much been in control here in the second half, especially since the second goal.
And we get another substitution.
Colorado School of Mines had one opportunity right out of the on the first possession after the goal, but really hasn't threatened much since. It's kind of shocking.
Butler is in for Colorado School of Mines. And we'll get the Cal Poly sub in just a second. Oper with the ball at her feet. Rivas. Samayoa. Oper onside with some space. Player right at the top of the arc. Actually, at the penalty spot. That was Chloe Green. Green with but one goal this year. But she does hold possession up top well. So a player you like in a situation like this with a lead late. 8.5 left. So a foul committed. Columbus State is your third Final Four participant. They won a penalty shootout. As we get a yellow card.
A yellow card issued to Cal Poly Pomona, number 37, Auburn Burnett.
Burnett gets the caution. And they go short for Fewer. Just lobbing it toward the box. Ortiz bumps off one defender, sends it wide, and out of play. The Cal Poly Pomona defenders, Kevin Walsh.
Just really getting the job done. Just not allowing any opportunities, any space for the high-scoring McDermott or Campos.
And not only that, contributing. I mean, you had Anderson directly contributing to that first goal that Ortiz scored. Burnett just plays it toward the ivy on the far side. No lead safe, though, against this Colorado School of Mines team, that's for sure. You cannot relax. Coming forward is Monolily. She is pounded to the ground, no call. And they will rule the advantage. And now make the call. No advantage materialized, hence the call. Been some moaning and groaning for our referee. Straight at goal and straight at Bella Hera. And I would imagine straight into that big fireball into the sky.
Exactly. Bella Hera had trouble with that again because it couldn't have been delivered more directly into the sun.
Remember back in the day, some keepers would wear a baseball cap. Oper bumped off, ball falls to Green. Samayoa. And Oper onside. Center backs kept her on. Klingman concedes the corner. And when you're ahead, Kevin Walsh, corner kicks are your friend.
in a big way.
Got to get it set just right. Have the player come out. No, I don't need you. I'm good. Under 6 minutes left. Samayo with a lot of space. Goes far post. Falls to a Broncos foot. That was Rivas. And Lundgren there to clean it up.
The ball got through. It looked like Rivas might have been just as surprised as anybody that it got through.
Samayoa dispossessed there after winning possession. And this is Campos. Putnam. Nice ball up ahead. McDermott. Trying to make some moves on Ortiz. Played back for Putnam. Salazar sent sprawling again. Campos turns into the hands of Bella Hera. But she is lightning quick.
She is very quick. Liberty Ortiz, great job on McDermott there, not getting sucked into allowing her any space, just holding her ground and keeping her from getting a shot off.
Green nods it forward, and giving chase is Jurchek. And the goal kick conceded. More subs.
Nice little hip check by Jurchek.
Afton Rasco is back in. Monolily is out.
A little surprised they're that late with that substitution.
And Vanessa Cruz is back in. She'll take the place of Chloe Green. Green did a fine job with a lead of just kind of holding the ball up top, not conceding possession easily. And this is Paolo Ruby. Putnam. And back for Jurchek. Into space. Nobody home, though. Ortiz to clear. Ruby to head. McDermott. Intervening was Rivas for Cal Poly Pomona. And the ball cleared. Under 4 minutes left.
Yeah, this is really it for the Ore Diggers. They have to create something right now.
Ball cleared up ahead. Oprah with some speed. Fouls Harmon. They will quickly restart, will the Ore Diggers. Salazar trying to win it from Ruby. Harmon. Mines has to throw numbers forward. Ortiz will see that one out, I think. She concedes the corner. Oh, a little bit of sloppy play there. That ball kind of slowed up. And a nice play by Butler to tap it off her knee and earn the corner. Still not impossible. You put one in here, and it's nervous time for 3 minutes. Edge of the box. Cleared away. Little header volleyball going on. And Rivas is going to bam that one out of play. Much to the delight of the Cal Poly Pomona denizens down in front of us. Two and a half left. Oper. Burnett. Anderson had trouble finding that one. Burnett a bit sloppy there as Putnam trying to dispossess her. And now Ruby. Wide for Butler. And a nice little slide by Sung, who goes down. And the clock will stop with 2:07 left. So Minnesota State into the Final Four. Columbus State, Franklin Pierce. This is our final piece of the puzzle in the Final Four. Expect a big throw here. Knotted on by the Ore Diggers. Salazar contests, and Sung knocks it out with 1:53 left. Here's Campos back to goal, and the shot over the bar. Elise Putnam had the ball rolled back to her almost kickball style and just skied it.
Got a little behind it and sailed it over the goal.
I mean, she puts that one in. You've got to look at the game. Samayoa playing Cruz up ahead. 2-0 Broncos. Just over a minute left. Scoreboard keeps the time. Ruby. Harmon. And Jurchek. Burnett.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Mines comes forward with some speed, but Bella Anderson there to intercede. And now Salazar just plays it into her bench and earns the throw. And you can sense now that the Bronco faithful feeling they've got to find a way to get a flight to North Carolina. And that ball just played deep. 30 seconds left. Lundgren has played a good game. No fault to her for either goal for sure. And 1 or 2 great saves. One especially on a breakaway by Oper. And you hear the countdown. And there it is. Cal Poly Pomona is our 4th piece of the Final Four puzzle as they come away with a 2-0 win over the Colorado School of Mines and earn their way to the Final Four. It is the first loss of the season by Colorado School of Mines. It's their first time they've been shut out this season. And we can see why they were ranked number 1 coming in, Kevin Walsh. But full marks, though, to Cal Poly Pomona.
What a tremendous effort. What a shocking result. Not only is it the first time they've been shut out, they've only had 3 games all season where they scored 1 goal. I mean, this Ordigger offense is as potent as you will ever see at this level, and Cal Poly shut them down. And in the second half, for the most part, they truly shut them down. Mines really had no great opportunities here.
Right,
in the second half. Cal Poly Pomona controlled play. It was just a tremendous effort all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, they got the 1-0 lead and were starting to choke the game off. And then when Salazar got that goal in the 63rd, the game really got choked off. And it was, you're right, Kevin. They had a couple opportunities here and there, but nothing where you go, ooh.
No, nothing. Again, it's after that second goal, we said, okay, let's prepare for the onslaught, but it just never happened. Just a tremendous team effort by Cal Poly Pomona. You can't really point to one person. Oper had a great game, great goal by Salazar, great effort by Anderson to set up the first goal, and Bella Hara with the save on the penalty kick. You don't see many better than that.
So the winner will advance to a game on Saturday, make that Friday, December 13th. At either 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock Pacific time. And then the final would be on Sunday at noon Pacific time.
Again, we don't know the opponent yet. They're reseeding the brackets, so those will come out here probably the next hour or so.
Broncos taking a team photo celebrating a trip to the Final Four. Coach Jay Mason, he's got to feel just gratified that last year left out of the tournament, even though they won the regular season conference title in a very tough conference, and some redemption here. And I would imagine the fact that they got snubbed was mentioned only every 5 minutes at off-season practices.
And what a way to go. They knock off Point Loma, the defending champ. They win a thriller against Western Washington, and then come out here and really in I don't want to say dominating fashion. It wasn't dominating,
No.
but it was controlling. They controlled play here today and never gave the Ore Diggers an opportunity to really get back in it.
And so the Broncos have beaten the 2022 champ, Western Washington, the 2023 champ, and the number 1 team this year in the country. So Coach Mason has earned that trip to the Final Four, I think. Kevin, your final thoughts before we sign off?
No, just a great game all around. Two outstanding teams. I know it goes without saying once you get to a quarterfinal that you're going to have outstanding teams. But 2 outstanding teams. You can see, even though they did not score, you can see the level of talent that this Colorado Mines team has. But just Cal Poly Pomona, the better team today.
I'd like to thank our producer, director, engineer, Kayla, for giving you these great pictures here today. Big thanks to Alex Klein, the best in the business here, the Cal Poly Pomona SID, and for giving us the opportunity to do something we love to do. And also to Patrick Murphy, the SID for Colorado School of Mines, for his work as well. So we're signing off for the last time this regular season and playoffs for Cal Poly Pomona. Hopefully Alex will see to have us back. Who knows? Anyway, for all of them and my broadcast partner Kevin Walsh, this is Craig Duncan saying goodbye from Kellogg Stadium, where Cal Poly Pomona advances to the Final Four, and they defeat Colorado School of Mines 2-0.